Hey everyone, I guess you'd call this a backpacking trip. I'm not too far out, but I did bring everything in on a backpack, so I guess it's considered a backpacking trip. We actually own some land that my family owns, and I got permission to camp on it, and I'm extremely grateful because this spot is beautiful. It's a little flat, like a creek bottom, and a creek running through it, and it's gorgeous. A little soft, but we can deal with that. I will deal with that. If you see me knock down this little tree, well, actually it isn't very little, it's kind of big actually. If the wind gets up, we do have some weather coming in. I think it's just rain, but if some wind did get up, that would concern me. But I did get rid of that. I pushed that over. Of course, it didn't take much. I just barely pushed it and it was already going. So, got that took care of. Got the Widowmaker took care of. Got my tarp set up here. I did bring a tent with me. It's a new tent actually. I haven't showed y'all guys yet the tent, but I did bring it with me, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to set it up or not. I might just sleep under this, the tarp here. I mean, as you can see, I've got it set in pretty good. I'm basically setting up to sleep under this tarp, and I got the tent with me just in case something happens. You know, if the wind gets up and I got to take this down, because I don't want to, rip my tarp here. But if I put the tent, I will. But if not, if the wind keeps calm, I'm probably just going to sleep under this. And it's not supposed to get very cold. I think it's supposed to be like around 47 tonight, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really nice. And that brings me to the sleeping bag I'm using. I'm actually using a Ozark Trail sleeping bag tonight. And I've used it before, and it's kept me warm. I think it's rated for 35 degrees. So 35 plus 10, 45 is kind of what they say the comfort on a cheap sleeping bag. The cheaper the sleeping bag, the more or less true it is on the comfort rating. Comfort rating and survival rating is totally different. Totally different. So I think it's rated for 35, so it's probably going to keep me comfortable in 45. So, and that's kind of what we're around tonight. So that's I'm excited to see how this works. But it is now 6:15 and it's almost supper time. We're actually going to rummage around here and see if we can find anything to cook on. Because we have got a lot of rain. And it is kind of soggy here, but I still don't take no chances at all on starting any kind of forest fire. I'm not going to have a fire tonight here just because, this ain't my property. And if something happened, I would never forgive myself. Burn down some else's woods. But we're going to rummage around here. There's a little bit sitting around that I might get cook on and get my stove off the ground. Let's see what we can find. See a block of wood here. Here's a bucket. Yeah, that'll work. There's a block of wood. Let me get that block of wood. Well, scratch the wood. Kind of rotten. Got a bucket here. That'll do wonders. Kind of like a mini table. Ta-da! I did bring my sound machine, so if you haven't watched my last video, go watch that real quick after this one on the sound machine, the mini sound machine. It's impressive, I'm not gonna lie. So I did bring that. There's deer tracks and coon tracks, raccoons, all over this creek bed. Now I've had this tarp for probably about 6 to 8 months now, and I have not used it until now, and I really like it. Mainly it comes with quality stakes, and most stuff that you buy, even I bought this North Face tent, and it North Face, and I paid around $200 for it, and it still came with like the little wire pegs, which is very cheap. I've actually got my iOS up a little bit, and it's actually really darker than what it looks. But daylight savings time is coming. It is coming. Can't wait for that. Long days. This is the windscreen for the stove here, and I am really excited to use this. I guess it's going to be a trial run to see if it helps with the stove. there just makes a windscreen around it there. So that way you don't lose your heat around the outside. It all comes up and hits your cup there. So for supper, we have Sweet Sue's chicken and dumplings. And it says America's favorite. So when I seen that, I was like, let's just see. You plan, but there's always something you're gonna miss or forget. And in my case, it's a spoon. Oh boy. I forgot a spoon. This makes things kind of difficult, but it's okay. We'll manage. The more I'm sitting here wondering about a spoon, I tried this and I smell it. There's something about it that just don't smell right. I mean, it might be fine. I'm sure it is. But something about it don't smell right. That smell doesn't. I'm sorry. Anyway, Sweet Sue, I'm sorry. I'm sure somebody else may like it, but I don't know. That just ain't me. Anyway, on to the crackers. All I smell is Sweet Sue's soup. That's all I smell right now. And I'm telling you, the more I smell it, the less desirable it gets. I didn't get to use my windscreen. It's okay. There will be another time. Oh, and now some marshmallows. Alright, so I guess I'm going to eat my pack of crackers. I actually just dropped my last cracker. I probably wouldn't care if it was covered in dirt, dumped in the creek. I'd probably still eat it. But one thing I do have to be prepared for tonight is coyotes. And probably bad enough, I would think, that they might try to get pretty close. Don't hate me, but I come backpacking with a Coca-Cola. But you know, that's actually a great example to be prepared. I mean, that soup, I don't think that soup was bad or anything, but it just wasn't good. Like, the food I brought intended to eat wasn't good. And it was the point where I couldn't eat it. I mean, that is something to be prepared for. You know, I mean, I always have a little bit of a backup plan on everything, the way I look at it. I know some things you can't really plan out completely, but, you know, close as we can anyway. Something I bought recently is the Black Diamond Headlamp. It's 400 lumen, and this bad boy is bright. As you can see right here, you can't really see nothing at all. That's the woods I'm looking at right now. And that right there that's 400 lumens right there. I need to do a review on this as well, in time, I guess. Because I am really impressed with this light. And it has so many features on it. It's got, where you can make it bright, and then it brighter, dimmer, and then you can dim it real slow, like that. Okay? And you go over here, brighten it back up. You have the red light, and then you got like a broadcast. Back to bright. So I've actually had to pack up, guys. I got a phone call from home, and everything's good, everything's fine. But family does come first, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna put this video on here yet or not, but I guess we could call it a afternoon in the woods or something. But I hope you understand, guys. Like and subscribe if you don't mind, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.